Oh, hey!
that was perfect. Hey, family. Welcome back, everybody, to
Story time. Story time. Story time.
What's up, y'all? I am your girl, Bonnie G. Good to see you all. Good to have you on this Monday.
Hey.
Listen, we are in the second book of Baruk, okay? And apparently, Rayshawn just means first.
Yeah, we thought that was his name till we got to the second book.
And it was like, wait a minute.
But we gave him a whole name.
We gave him a whole name. Rayshawn just means first, okay? He's still a cousin, okay? Some of us got cousins named Rayshawn, okay?
Okay.
So it still matters, okay? So welcome back. So if you know, like I mentioned, we finished the first book of Baruk last week. Mm-hmm. And so now we're entering the second book of Baruk. And we are reading from the Cepher Bible. That's right. So we purchased our Bible on Cepher.net, but what we didn't do is pay full price for it.
No.
Make sure you use your Storytime discount, and remember the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3 as we're going back towards the covenant. All right? Listen, we're going to go ahead and hit this scripture. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
We're going to go ahead to Psalms 37. And it reads, "Fret not yourself because of evildoers, neither be envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in Yahuwah and do good. So shall you dwell in the land, and truly shall be fed. Delight yourself also in Yahuwah, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way unto Yahuwah. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your judgment as the noonday. Rest in Yahuwah and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahuwah, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, you shall diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace."
That's
Hallelujah.
A new one, ain't it? Okay, yeah. Yep.
Psalms 37, 1 through 11. Hallelujah. Yes. Listen, listen, maybe you're like, wait, I'm on the wrong channel, okay? Because I know I look familiar, but listen, I don't have a new co-host, okay? No, she the same, okay? Listen.
Everybody know who I am.
Listen. Okay, come in and get in there. You
see, gonna talk about
listen.
My ponytail age.
No, I'm not, but my daddy called her Dr. Norwood, but you already know. This is Auntie Shelly on the beat. But I do it for the community, no longer for myself. You are on the right channel. Okay? Commandment, okay? It's just Slade. She came here. Who is she? She is Auntie Shelly on the beat, okay? I'm just bringing clarity to those of you who thought you was on the wrong channel. She is Auntie Shelly on the beat, okay? She just came to grace us a little bit.
Me.
Well, listen, let me get off of Auntie Shelly, okay? I just want to say there is no recap because this was the first we finished, so we're just starting the second book of of Auntie Shelly.
Yeah, I got no book.
Listen, it's being written. All right, so okay, Baruk, the second book. Okay, let's go. Can't wait.
This is Baruk Shanai.
Ooh,
yeah, that's what it looked like.
I like the way Baruk Shanai. Okay, that just means second, because
yeah, it just means second. We're gonna do that
Rashawn
again.
means first, and Shanai means second. That's a pretty name, by the way. If anybody pregnant, that ain't no. Anyway, chapter 1, and it came to pass in the 25th year of Yekon Yahu, king of Yehuda, that the word, and that word is capitalized, of Yahuwah came to Baruk, the son of Neriyahu, and said to him, have you seen all that this people are doing to me? That the evils which these 2 tribes which remain have done are greater than those of the 10 tribes which were carried away captive. For the former tribes were forced by their kings to commit sin, but these 2 of themselves have been forcing and compelling their kings to commit sin.
Oh, so in the other 10 tribes, the king was compelling the people, and in these, the people are trying to compel the kings.
Gotcha. For this reason, behold, I bring evil upon this city and upon its inhabitants, and it shall be removed far, far before me for a time, and I will scatter this people among the other nations, that they may do good to the other nations. And my people shall be chastened, and the time shall come when they will seek for the prosperity of their times.
So the significance in this, in case you missed it, when Baruk was here, they just went to Babylon.
Okay.
But now he's talking about other nations.
Oh.
And here, so he's talking about a whole nother prophecy. He's talking about us. We're the ones that scattered to all the nations. They just went to Babylon.
Oh, okay.
These 2 tribes only went to Babylon for 70 years.
Gotcha.
And they were allowed to come back. Gotcha. All of them didn't come back, which is why we got the book of Habakkuk. But they were allowed to come back if they wanted to. But now he's talking about being scattered. And this is Judah. The 2 that are left are Judah and Levi.
Ooh,
this is prophecy about us.
Come on with the bum, okay? Listen, I wasn't sure. All right, chapter 2. For I have said these things to you that you may bid Jeremiah and all those that are like you to retire from this city. For your works are to this city as a firm pillar, and your prayers as a strong wall.
He told the prophets to leave.
Oh, okay.
I think Jeremiah, is that Jeremiah?
That's Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And I said, O Yahuwah, my Adonai, have I come into the world for this purpose, that I might see the evils of my mother? Not so, my Adonai. If I have done grace in your sight, if I have found grace in your sight, first take my ruach, that I may go to my fathers and not behold the destruction of my mother. Is he pointing towards his mother because of Eve was the one that brought on sin, per se? Or
I don't know, but I know he's like, I don't want to see it.
Take me out of here. Take me out of here. I don't want to see what's to come.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If
your thoughts, he might be.
Your thoughts, put them in the chat. Love to hear them. All right. Verse 3. For two things vehemently constrain me, for I cannot resist you, and my soul, moreover, cannot behold the evils of my mother. Maybe he's talking about his physical mother.
Maybe. Or maybe he's talking about, I don't know.
Let's just keep reading.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say in your presence, O Yahuwah, what, therefore, will there be after these things? For if you destroy your city and deliver up your land to those that hate us, how shall the name of Yasharel or Israel be again remembered? Or how shall one speak of your praises? Or to whom shall that which is in your Torah be explained? Or shall the world return to its nature of aforetime, and the age revert to prival silence? And shall the multitude of souls be taken away, and the nature of a man, and the nature of man not again be named? And where is all that which you did say to Moses regarding us? Chapter 4. And Yahuwah said unto me, this city shall be delivered up for a time, and the people shall be chastened during a time. and the world will not be given over to oblivion.
So he said, because he's saying, well, what's about to happen?
Yeah.
If
Into
we're gone,
nothingness.
like, is the world, is it over?
Yeah, so what should happen to all the things that you
Yeah.
told Moses?
Yeah.
Is it gonna go into nothing?
Mm-hmm.
So he said, no, the world ain't gonna go to nothing. Let me see. And verse 2, do you think that this is that city of which I said, on the palms of my hands have I graven you? This building now built in your midst is not that which is revealed with me. That which was prepared beforehand here from the time when I took counsel to make paradise and showed it to Adam before he sinned. But when he transgressed the commandment, it was removed from him, as also paradise. And after these things, I showed it to my servant Abraham by night among the portions of the victims. And again, also I showed it to Moses on Mount Sinai, when I showed to him the likeness of the tabernacle and all its vessels. And now, behold, it is preserved with me, as also paradise. Go therefore and do as I command you.
In case you missed it, he talking about what's to come. He said, you got this a little mixed up. This is, okay, see how he has, do you think that this is the city I promised?
Yeah, on the palm of my hand.
You think Jerusalem is a city I promised? It's the land I'm giving you. This ain't the city I promised you. What the city I promised you was the same one I promised Adam. The same one, because we all think Moses went to the top of the mountain and saw the city. We think in all his time he just saw Yisrael. He said no. Moses saw paradise.
Wow.
Moses saw the real thing. That's what I showed him.
With me.
Yes, which is up here with me. The one Adam is going to enter into when, we all know kind of that story that's been listening to story time. I'm sure I'm talking about the end. That's what I showed Abraham. And all this time we've been thinking it was Yisrael.
Wow.
The actual, it was a land too, but he saw the real thing. He saw the paradise.
In case you missed it, because guess what? You know who missed it? Me.
I missed that. I was like, wait, what?
But I'm so glad she brought it out.
He said when he took Moses up to Mount Sinai to view.
Yes.
He said, yeah,
he saw this?
He saw paradise.
Wow, you are absolutely
He saw
right.
the city like Adam was in. He saw the real thing. Y'all tripping.
Wow.
The city y'all should be looking for.
Yeah.
Don't be worried about this down here. Yes, it's our land. Yes, it's all that. But remember, New Jerusalem coming down.
New Jerusalem is coming down. Wow. Well, y'all give me understanding, okay? I need it. All right, chapter 5. And I answered and said, so then I am destined to grieve for Zion, for your enemies will come to this place and pollute your sanctuary and lead your inheritance into captivity and make themselves Adonai of those whom you have loved, and they will depart again to the place of their idols and will boast before them. And what will you do for your great name? Going back to, and lead your inheritance into a captivity. Again, the way we have to see ourselves.
Yep.
And he calls us, Baruk calls us inheritance. The Messiah himself calls us an inheritance.
Yep.
We have been totally taught how to see ourselves.
Yeah. Led astray.
Absolutely. Verse 2. And Yahweh said unto me, my name and my glory are unto all eternity, and my judgment shall maintain its right in its own time. And you shall see with your eyes that the enemy will not overthrow Zion, nor shall they burn Jerusalem, but be the minister of the judge for the time. But do go and do whatsoever I have said unto you. And Cer-Yahu, and
Wait, and I went into you just you
I
be
sure
doing
did.
something.
I'm sorry. All right, verse 5.
Like,
Sorry.
you just left Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah by the Cepher. I'm going back to get Jeremiah though. Verse 5. I'm sorry. And I went and took Jeremiah. Okay. And Adu and Cer-Yahu and Yavinish and Gadol Yahu and all the honorable men of the people. And I led them to the valley of Cadron, and I narrated to them all that had been said to me. And they lifted up their voice, and they all wept. And we sat there and fasted until the evening.
Yeah, so before they got overtaken and they got carried away into Babylon, Yahuwah took out his prophets. He took his prophets out, like, y'all not going to Babylon.
Wow.
Go get. And I remember Jeremiah did not go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Shalom, family.
He said, I'm coming to get y'all. Y'all was prophesying, did everything right. Now I'm going to need y'all to exit stage left because I'm getting ready to come take all of them up out of there.
Ooh, wee. Chapter 6. And it came to pass on the morrow that, lo, the army of the Kasdim surrounded the city. And at the time of the evening, I, Baruk, left the people. And I went forth and stood by the oak. And I was grieving over Zion and lamenting over the captivity which had come upon the people. And lo, suddenly a strong ruach raised me and bore me aloft over the wall of Jerusalem. And I beheld, and lo, 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the city, each of them holding a torch of fire in his hand. And another angel began to descend from heaven and said unto them, hold your lamps, and do not light them till I tell you. For I am first sent to speak a word to the earth, and to place in it what Yahuwah Sabaoth has commanded me. So many things is going in my mind as I'm reading it, so bear with me, y'all. First off, I'm just going to say what's in my mind. So the 4 angels represent 4 corners of the earth, right?
Well, in here it says it represents the 4 corners of the city, but less, because, you know, some prophecy is for right then, because they're about to be taken right then, and then it's also for the end time also, because it mirrors.
It mirrors. Okay, yeah. So when he said, hold your light, right? So I'm thinking, listen.
They're about to burn it.
They about to burn it?
I think they're about to burn it.
Hold a torch of fire in his hand.
Because remember, they had torches of fire.
Well,
hold your lamps and do not light.
Excuse me as I get down on this letter. It's going to take some time. Because I was sure about to say, okay.
Oh, well, maybe read 7. Maybe they'll tell us. Verse 7.
Okay, verse 7. Let me get off that ladder because it was real high. Hold on.
She might belong up there, though. You never know.
I'm about to tell you after verse 7. And I saw him descend into the Holy of Holies and take from thence the veil and the holy ark and the mercy seat and the 2 tables and the holy raiment of the priests and the altar of incense and the 48 precious stones wherewith the priest was adorned, and all the holy vessels of the tabernacle. And he spoke to the earth with a loud voice, earth, 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 hear the word of El Elohim, and receive what I commit to you, and guard them until the last times, so that when you are ordered, you may restore. Girl, I was not off.
Girl!
Hold up. So I wasn't off.
What?
I wasn't off. Okay, so let me tell you what my mind came. What came to my mind? Tell it. I'm about to. Let me climb back up that ladder. Yeah. I jumped down too soon.
See, I told you I belong up there.
All right, so listen. Okay, so when he said, hold your lamps, do not light them till I tell you. This is a depiction, right? Or a picture. Yep.
Go ahead.
I wish I had my story time producer right here. This is a picture of revelation being concealed just now because time is not right. now is not for us to come into who we are.
Mhm.
So when he said this, he said, hold, do not like them until I tell you, for I am first sent to speak a word to the earth. And of course, he's talking about like right now what I just read. But in my mind, I saw, of course, till my word goes forth, then we can start being the light unto each other. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to say.
Do I need to come back down?
Maybe a couple of steps. Because when he says, the angels got the fire, right? And he about to basically take Jerusalem out. He said, hold up. So same thing with us. Hold up. I need to save some people. But in this instance, he went into the Holy of Holies.
Grabbed all them things.
That's in the tabernacle. The Holy, or right now they have an actual temple. The Holy of Holies is the most holy place. It has the ark. Inside of the ark are the 10 commandments on the sapphire. The rod, he used at creation. So the sapphire rod, and the one that budded to say that the Levites or the sons of Aaron are the royal priesthood. He goes in there, he takes the ark. And remember, the ark was, anybody couldn't even touch that ark.
Right, absolutely.
When it carried, it was covered. He took the ark, the mercy seat is on the ark, and everything in it. So that's the 2 tables, that's the 10 commandments. He took the priest's clothes, he took the altar of incense, he took the stones, and then he told the earth, I'm giving this to you. Don't guard it till I come for it again. So
don't nobody know where this stuff is. And then here they say that they found.
And
the earth is under a commandment, so there's no way you could have found it.
Ain't no way the earth giving it up. Y'all digging for it.
Are those the same, angels? Like at the at the end when they supposed to wait till everybody's sealed before they.
Yeah. I don't know if they're the same angels because they don't tell us in that. And look, so it's so that strangers may not get possession of them.
The strangers.
Because they gonna be looking.
And the one thing that the earth gonna do is it's gonna obey.
It's gonna obey. Y'all not getting this. And y'all know they made a whole movie, Indiana Jones and Lost Ark.
Yes.
Where they found the ark.
Yes. And then they told us that they found the ark of wrong one.
Ark of the Covenant. It's only one ark.
No, but I was thinking
Noah's Ark.
Yeah,
they might have found remains of that because that's just, hanging out.
I was thinking of
this is the Ark of the Covenant. And it's made of pure gold. So it's not going nowhere. He said this is buried somewhere and the earth ain't coughing it up.
Earth is
so y'all probably made y'all a little fake one somewhere, for y'all God.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, nothing surprised me. Nothing new
is
under the earth.
Is buried. Y'all ain't getting it.
It's buried.
You strangers.
The clothes, the altar of incense, all of that stuff
is buried.
So the strangers can't get it.
Strangers can't get it.
Wow.
And I'm back here like, who got our rod? Give it back.
The ground.
That little sapphire and the earth probably like, girl, please, you don't even know what you talking about.
Be like, oh, bear with her.
I'm thinking some whole other nation. I will storm the Vatican and go get that stuff.
The Vatican
Get my stuff.
Get my stuff. They got everything.
And the Pope's gonna be like, do you know where it is? We've been trying to find it too.
Follow her because she seems to know where it is.
She seems to think it's buried under us.
Well,
there you go. There you go. He said, they ain't no strangers getting this.
Wow. He's intentional, okay? It's intentional. All right, verse 9. Nope, I'm going back to the 8 because I got to go into 9. All right, and he spoke to the earth with a loud voice. Earth, earth, earth. Hear the word of El Elohim and receive what I commit to you and guard them until the last times. So that when you are ordered, you may restore them. So when I tell you to bring forth, you can bring them up.
Yep.
Okay. So that the strangers may not get possession of them. For the time comes when Jerusalem also will be delivered for a time until it is said that it is again restored forever. And the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up. Listen, I may even say that it burnt right after, okay?
What, the ark?
No, the earth.
Oh. Hey, I don't know, but I know all those pictures that the enemy has when they're carrying away the ark. They carrying something, but it ain't this ark.
It ain't this ark. It's
It ain't
definitely
this
a
one.
replica. It could be a
Yeah,
replica, but it ain't the real.
yeah, they trying to throw us off track.
Because the earth ain't gonna give it up.
They say ain't no stranger getting this.
Wow.
Because that ark is a blessing wherever it lays. The place gets blessed.
Ooh, what's the most? Well, I don't know.
That's why everybody was assuming the Vatican got it, because they got all that gold and all that. But they probably just made them one. That's their ark.
Yep, they probably did.
They
can't.
But they know. But when they came and got the stuff from Babylon, they did carry away a lot of stuff, like a lot of gold and the silver from the temple. But the holy stuff, you didn't get.
You didn't get it. Cammie goes on to say, "Wow, they can't have it." Girl, yes, they can't have it. Whew. To think I never even opened this book. Wow. All right, chapter 7. And after these things, I heard that angel saying unto those angels who held the lamp, destroy, therefore, and overthrow its walls to its foundations, lest the enemy should boast and say, we have overthrown the wall of Zion, and we have burnt the place of El Elohim, and ye have seized the place where I had been standing before.
Y'all saying I destroyed that city.
You didn't do that. Say, hey, man, destroy us before the enemy sit there and say he did what he didn't.
And they still saying they did what they didn't. That didn't stop them. But they didn't. Now we see they didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
Y'all said y'all not getting this. Y'all said I'm going to burn it down before you get it. I might take my people out, but you ain't getting it.
Because I know where I'm going to send my people.
I will burn it down.
Hey, that's probably where we get, I will burn this. That's not where we get it from. I don't know.
It's in our DNA somewhere.
I will burn this thing down. Keep acting up.
Everything gonna go.
Everything. All right. Chapter 8. Now the angels did as he had commanded them, and when they had broken up the corners of the walls, a voice was heard from the interior of the temple after the wall had fallen, saying, enter ye enemies, and come, ye adversaries, for he who kept the house has forsaken it.
He said, I'm the one let you in.
But this is a picture of us, though.
Yeah.
We were broken. And then because of our disobedience, he allowed the enemy to capture us or to scatter us.
Yep.
This is us.
This is us. That wall broke. That's why now we're the repairers of the breach. The wall's broke.
The wall is broke.
Yahuwah, see, we always say, like we said last time, Yahuwah got the enemy is just a belt. Yahuwah the one.
Yes.
Yahuwah just in charge of all this.
He the one that's swinging, okay? Wow.
And for some reason, that just makes me feel better.
Me too. It hurts, but it makes me feel better. I know where it's coming from.
Yes.
Wow. Listen, I just want to clarify, please. Don't grab a belt and try to whoop me. Those that know me, okay? James, especially for you. We just are happy that Yahuwah himself is doing the swinging, okay? Not James Morgan. All right. Verse 3. And I, Baruk, departed, and it came to pass after these things that the army of the Casdium entered and seized the house and all that was around it. And they led the people away captive and slew some of them and bound Siddiq-Yahu the king and sent him to the king of Babel. And I, Baruk, came and Jeremiah, whose heart was found pure from sins, who had not been captured in the seizure of the city. And we rent our garments. We wept and mourned and fasted for 7 days. And it came to pass after 7 days that the word of Elohim came to me and said unto me, tell Jeremiah to go to go and support the captivity of the people unto Babel. But do remain here amid the desolation of Zion, and I will show to you after these days what will befall at the end of the days. And I said to Jeremiah, as Yahuwah commanded me, and he indeed departed with the people. But I, Baruk, returned and sat before the gates of the temple, and I lamented, and the following lamentation over Zion, and said, Blessed is he who was not born, or he who, having been born, has died. But as for us who live, woe unto us, because we see the affliction of Zion, and what has befallen Jerusalem. I will call the sirens from the sea, and ye, Lilian.
That's
Says,
the hostile night.
Okay.
Oh, he calling the sirens. Oh, that's
Yeah.
the bad people.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where you're going with it.
Yeah, okay.
And I will call the sirens from the sea, and ye, Lilian, come ye from the desert, and Lilian, hostile night spirits, come from the desert, and ye, Shittim, devils, that's what that means, and dragons from the forest, awake and gird up your loins unto morning, and take up with me the dirges, and make lamentation with me.
He want them to sing with him? That's interesting.
Huh.
Is dirges a song? Does dirges mean song? Hold on, you tell us. Yeah, let's look.
Hey Siri, what does dirges mean?
Okay, I found this on the web for what does there just mean. Check it out.
See my speech. Hold on, y'all. Let me listen. In all these things, we're gonna get to understand it together. Don't y'all love story time? We ain't gonna fake it. We're gonna figure it out right now. Oh, it is. I think you're right. A lament for the dead, especially one forming part of a funeral.
Oh, so it's
and
like
then look, a mournful song, piece of music, a poem. Singers chanted dirges. Wow.
And he got them little sirens in the.
You
know what?
I'm figuring if we read more, we'll figure that. Like,
there's nobody there to sing with him. The city's been
desolate. But
this
everything
is a crazy one.
I don't know how to make that fit in my psyche. Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah. Any ideas?
Ideas with that? Why he would call the sirens?
Sirens and the evil spirits.
Yeah, from and the devils and. Yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, and maybe it's because of their sin they got carried away captive, and so, I'm reaching.
Listen, I'm gonna just put this ladder down because I don't want to climb it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have no thoughts on that. All right, verse 9: Ye husbandmen, sow not again, O earth. Wherefore give you your harvest fruits. Keep within you the sweets of your substance. So he's like, earth don't yield nothing. Just be barren. Okay. And you, vine, why further do you give your wine? For an offering will not again be made therefrom in Zion, nor will the first fruits again be offered, because everything in Zion is destroyed. Okay. This is me just trying to figure it out. Good and evil in everything? Question mark? That's what Linda says. That's her guess.
Question over here.
Okay.
Real quick. Might have missed it, but who was that was calling the different
entities?
Baruk, yeah.
The prophet Baruk.
After he sent Jeremiah away to go to Babel with them. He said, they're going to need a prophet out there. You go.
Wow. I definitely would have paper, rock, scissors that, but he was...
Maybe it's because this is such a... No, keep going. Just keep going.
Verse 11.
Somebody will
get it. I'm looking in the chat. I don't have it. Okay. All right. Verse 11. And do ye, O heavens, withhold your dew, and open not the treasuries of rain. And do, O sun, withhold the light of your rays. And do, O moon, extinguish the multitude of your light. For why should light rise again where the light of Zion is darkened?
I think I'm kind of getting.
I'm gonna keep on reading till it
yeah,
get going.
Yeah.
Okay. Verse 13. And you, ye bridegrooms, enter not in, and let not the brides adorn themselves with garlands. And ye women, pray not that ye may bear. For the barren shall above all rejoice, and those who have no sons shall be glad. And those who have sons shall have anguish. For why should they bear in pain, only to bury their grief? Oh, wow. Or why again should mankind have sons? Or why should the seed of their kind again be named? Where this mother is so desolate, talk about the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And beforehand, Jerusalem was remember, it speaks of Jerusalem as being a mother. Do you remember the book that we were in? Was that in the first book of anyone knows? I think it was in Baruk, the first book of Baruk, when it was talking about it being mother. So the whole time, maybe that's what it's speaking of.
Because we say motherland. Like wherever you're from, we always say motherland.
So maybe it's speaking of Jerusalem.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure they're talking about Yashrael, Jerusalem, Yashrael in general.
Okay. Where? Come on, Lash. Come on, man. Come on. Line up, man. Line up. Come on. I can't see. I can't read. Sorry, it's a little blurry. All right. 17. From this time forward, speak not of beauty, and discourse not of gracefulness. Moreover, ye priests, take ye the keys of the sanctuary and cast them into the height of heaven, and give them to Yahuwah, and say, guard your house yourself. I don't know if I'm going to say that.
Okay.
For lo, we are found false stewards. Okay. And you, ye virgins, who weave fine linen and silk with the gold of Ophir, take with haste all these things and cast them into the fire, that it may bear them to him who made them. And the flame send them to him who created them, lest the enemy get possession of them.
I mean, I can and again, I could be reaching. The reason why the evil spirits are singing this with them, because this makes them happy. Like, ooh, yay, we did it. Like, so they gonna really sing this but it's a lamentation.
It's a lamentation, yeah. It's a sad. So my thing is too is
so this wouldn't be sad to them.
Is this depression speaking? Like, is he in woe is me state? Like,
because I can only see him calling the evil spirits the sirens, from the fact that they would love to sing the song.
Absolutely.
And maybe they would love to sing if you know Jerusalem is dead. We did it. Like, they're gone.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to have any sons. There's no more music. There's no bride. There's no grooms. There's no nothing anymore. The fruit, no trees is doing nothing.
It's barren.
Jerusalem is going to be barren, just like we wanted it to be. And I'm thinking that's why maybe the sirens and the evil spirits will want to sing.
But why would he call them?
Well, maybe ain't nobody else gonna sing with them, girl. No.
Do a cappella. Sing by yourself. Listen, anybody else have thoughts?
Yeah.
Listen, this is I'm not
it's
getting
sad.
Anything.
That's all.
And
I know it's what they want, but I still wouldn't want them singing with me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even think about it. Moreover, I, Baruk, say this against you, Babel. If you had prospered and Zion, is that prospered? Okay. If you had prospered and Zion had dwelt in her glory, yet the grief to us had been great, that you should be equal to Zion. But now, lo, the grief is infinite, and the lamentation measureless. For lo, you are prospered, and Zion is desolate. Who will be judged regarding these things? Or to whom shall we complain regarding that which has befallen us? O Yahuwah, how have you borne it? Our fathers went to rest with you. Without grief, and lo, the righteous sleep in the earth in tranquility. For they knew not this anguish, nor yet had they heard of that which had befallen us. Would that you had ears, O earth, and that you had a heart, O dust, that you might go and announce in Sheol and say to the dead, blessed are ye more than we who are live, who live.
Said, you all are blessed that you died before you saw this.
Yeah.
You're righteous. You're glad you did not see this destruction. So I could imagine just how sad this is.
Listen, I'm thinking the whole book of like how desolate the places was, and
because he said the 10 northern tribes, they're already gone.
Yes.
And now we're going. That means Jerusalem is desolate. Like Yisrael is desolate. There's no one there.
No one's there.
Except for a few little people they left, and then the other people gonna come in and make them half-breeds.
Wow.
This is Jerusalem, not Babylon.
No, they got carried away into
yeah.
Babylon, but they got taken from.
So Jerusalem was destroyed.
Yes, in these verses, it's left desolate. Well, the whole Judah, they all got taken.
And that's because of like disobedience and stuff like that. So that's probably what's going on. Like Baruk is probably like calling all those evil spirits, pretty much saying like, y'all earned it. Go ahead and sing. Like
that's what I'm thinking. They sing because it's something they like it. Yeah.
Since they disobeyed, pretty much like it was like a slap in the face to the Most High, of course, and they pretty much just neglected everything that was given to them that they were supposed to do, and that's why he was like
it's your time to rejoice.
Yeah, he's like, get those
this little bit of time,
keys, throw those keys back into heaven or whatever, and
so the places the it's switched. There's a trend like
yes,
there's
pretty much
there's a trend. It's switched.
Yeah.
So pretty much they let Hasatan pretty much like
take over.
It became his kingdom.
It became his kingdom.
Because
so he caught all those evil spirits from all the different areas.
Yeah, y'all can come live here.
It was like, y'all sing this.
For this little time, yeah. Y'all got them to do what you got them to do.
Okay. That makes me feel like, okay. Like
that's all I can see in it too.
Listen,
like that's what I see.
That makes sense. I can see.
They guard the commandments.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any thoughts? I can.
Y'all welcome. Chime on in there.
Linda said, "Oh, okay, Abram. Listen. You help me out.
Whatever thought you all had, chime in, because don't think it's gonna sound crazy or because hey, we all in this together.
Absolutely. You know, I always be on the ladder, so I don't have no ladder tonight though. Tonight is a bit puzzled for me, so it's a little challenging for me to understand.
Yeah, it's a challenge
as long as
for
you're
sure.
For something, you all right. Don't just be up there just to be up there. You gotta be looking for something.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you was officially looking for something. You was looking for the good cookies.
Thank you. Not the stale. Yeah, they just went here. Thank you, love.
You got the stale ones I eat.
Now James, he'll eat some stale cookies. All right. What is it?
I think we're on 12.
Chapter 12.
Yeah.
But I will say this as I think, and I will speak against you, O land, which are prospering. The noonday does not always burn, nor do the rays of the sun constantly give light. Do not expect and hope that you will always be prosperous and rejoicing.
Yep, it's yours for a minute.
Listen, you're the head right now.
But don't get it twisted. Don't get comfy. Right now, okay, it's yours.
Right now it's yours.
Don't get too comfortable.
But it ain't gonna always shine, okay?
Yeah.
All right. And be not greatly uplifted and boastful, for assuredly in its own season shall the divine wrath awake against you, which now in long suffering is held in as it were by rains. And when I had said these things, I fasted 7 days. Chapter 13. And it came to pass after these things that I, Baruk, was standing. James goes on to say, good job, Abram. You are first. Came to pass that I, Baruk, was standing upon my Mount Zion, and lo, a voice came from the height and said unto me, stand upon your feet, Baruk, and hear the word of Elohim, because you have been astonished at what has befallen Zion. You shall therefore be assuredly preserved to the consummation of the times, that you may be for a testimony, so that if ever those prosperous cities say, why has Elohim brought upon us this retribution? Say unto them, you and those like you who shall have seen this evil, this is the evil and retribution which is coming upon you and upon your people in the destined time, that the nations may be thoroughly smitten. And then they shall be in anguish. And if they say at that time, for how long? You will say to them, ye who have drunk the strained wine, drink ye also of its dregs, the judgment of the lofty one, who has no respect of persons. On this account he had aforetime no mercy on his own sons, but afflicted them as his enemies, because they sinned. Then therefore were they chastened, that they might be sanctified. But now, ye peoples and nations, ye are guilty, because ye have also trodden down the earth, and used the creation unrighteously. For I have always benefited you, and ye have always been ungrateful for the benefit. Is it?
Benefits.
There you go. Benefits.
I think like you didn't care about the earth either. Like
At
you
all.
didn't even care that when you were in charge, you didn't even care for it. And that's what we see.
You're going to be judged.
And he said, Baruk, I want you to, when they say why, because of this.
Yep, I want you to give them the answer.
Yeah.
I want you to tell them what I'm about to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And I answered and said, lo, you have shown me the method of the times, and that which shall alter these things. And you have said unto me that the retribution, which has been spoken of by you, shall come upon the nations. And now I know that those who have sinned are many, and they have lived in prosperity and departed from the world, but that few nations will be left in those times, to whom those words shall be said, which you did say. For what advantage is there in this? Or what evil worse than what we have seen befall us? Are we to expect to see to this? Are we to expect to see? But again, I will speak your presence. What have they profited who had knowledge before you, and have not walked in vanity as the rest of the nations, and have not said to the dead, give us life, but always feared you, and have not left your ways. And lo, they have been carried off, nor on their account have you had mercy on Zion. And if others did evil, it was due to Zion, that on the account of the works of those who wrought good works, she should be forgiven, and should not be overwhelmed on account of the works of those who wrought unrighteousness. But who, O Yahuwah, my Adonai, will comprehend your judgments? Or who will search out the profoundness of your way? Or who would think that we would have to continue reading tomorrow at 6 p.m.?
You thought it.
I knew it was coming.
I mean, I did good. It's 6:50. I did good.
Oh,
Did good. Who would think that we will have to continue this tomorrow?
this is like, wow.
I know. I'm definitely gonna let you know that tomorrow I will start at the chapter 14 because I gotta
Yeah,
yeah. So
because I'm kind of getting it because he's like saying, yeah.
I gotta get it.
Because in one part I see where Baruk is saying, well, shouldn't the people, the few of us who are righteous, shouldn't we have done enough to take care of, to let
The
it be?
unrighteous?
Shouldn't, even though the unrighteous did all that, shouldn't a few of the righteous been enough for you to not carry out this judgment? Like, but yeah, no, not so.
She said, Linda says that felt like a kick and not a cliff. You right. My apologies.
Yeah, he said on their account you didn't have mercy on, but he had mercy on. He got you up out of there,
right. Listen, but I think he's saying like there's still a few. There's always a remnant, and so
but he got that remnant out that city. So I ain't gone.
Let's go. She said this cliff came quick. I know, y'all. I guess we should just make it a solid hour.
Maybe
not.
Because like even when you think about now, we think, okay, the righteous that are in the earth, and we're praying and praying, but still he's bringing judgment on those nations.
Yeah.
He said, no, you're not gonna, just because you're righteous, you're not gonna stop it, but I promise to protect you. That's what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
It went on in Egypt. Stay your butt in Goshen. I got you, but Egypt finna get judged.
Wow. Same.
That exactly the same thing. Yeah, okay. No,
and
everybody getting judged.
And they don't
televise
mind, that.
I'll keep you, but sorry, everybody. I told y'all.
And they ain't televising that.
And just like he told Baruk, go get Jeremiah, and them other ones, get up out of there. Or when they come through, you gonna be there.
Y'all gonna be there. Wow. This could be like a same thing, like how story time is a voice.
Mm-hmm.
To call those, hey, come on. Come
out of Babel. We building up a whole. We building up the breach over here in the holy city.
Come on through this to this remnant over here.
Yeah.
Come over and be with us.
Because he's going to judge. That's why I say the things we see. Don't pray against Yahuwah's will.
Absolutely.
He said, I'm judging the nations. I'm not about to go counter pray.
And
say, Yahuwah, please don't judge him. No. I can't.
Let your will be done.
I pray y'all get out and get engrafted.
Absolutely.
But I cannot pray for his judgments to stop.
Absolutely.
Because they're coming.
And they're coming quick. And they're not being televised, but they're happening.
They're really not being televised.
They only let us see what we want, what they want us to see.
They give us all this junk stuff, and all this other stuff is going on all over the place.
All over the place. Thank you, Auntie Linda, that be keeping us on game, okay? That goes on to say the nations have to be judged. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
that was deep, y'all.
Absolutely.
Y'all get thoughts, and right. You get any thoughts today, tomorrow? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Get on here and chat away.
Chat away, okay? Because I would love to know what your thoughts were, what you got from the reading. And then tomorrow, just know we're coming back for we're gonna come for chapter 14, okay?
Yes.
And we'll be back at 6 p.m. tomorrow on a good old Tuesday. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Bye.